Hello, friends, and welcome back to A Christian Woman's Journey. We are blessed to have some visitors for the Christmas weekend, and we are going to show you how to make a traditional Italian dinner. Meatballs are traditional, and we've started with 5 pounds of ground beef, and now we're mixing in 2 pounds of ground pork. Then we are adding 3 eggs, about a teaspoon of ground black pepper, about a teaspoon of salt. Add a few tablespoons of dried parsley and get everything thoroughly mixed. Once the mixture is uniform, it's almost ready. Add about half a cup of breadcrumbs and mix thoroughly. This will really help the meatballs stay together. It is looking like we are ready to roll. Roll the meatballs between your 2 palms, making them just a little bit bigger than a golf ball. This is really a great task to do together at the table as a family. We all know that many hands make the workload light. It's really fun to just sit and do this with the kids and chat and just pass the time productively, but in a really enjoyable way. Before you know it, you've been rolling for a while and you've got growing plates of meatballs in front of you. This is actually a small batch that we're making today. Sometimes we have up to 10 times this amount of meat. Just rolling some a little tighter here so they don't come apart in the frying pan. And before you know it, we have about 70 meatballs in front of us, ready to be fried. We are going to freeze some of these meatballs for future use. We're just getting them wrapped here in wax paper. And then we are going to put them into a gallon freezer bag. And we'll get them downstairs into the freezer in the basement. And of course, our sweet little dog has to join us. He is ever curious and checking to see if something may have dropped onto the floor. Just getting our olive oil hot in the frying pan. Once the oil is hot, you can start gently loading the meatballs into the frying pan. We are going to give it a couple of minutes to start browning the meatballs on one side, and then you can start gently flipping them over to brown on the other side. These meatballs are browned on both sides, and we have a simmering pot of sauce ready. And you can then start transferring your meatballs to the pot of sauce where they will finish cooking. We are starting to get our sauce pot nice and loaded. And while those are simmering, you can start frying up your next batch. Once you've got all your meatballs loaded into the sauce, you can put a cover on your pot and just let it simmer. We are starting to fry our onions and peppers for our next dish. And we've got our tray of brown sausages already ready. We've taken our fried onions and peppers and put them over the sausages. We're going to cover it and get it into the oven to finish cooking. And our sweet little dog is being such a good boy in his bed by the tree. We're not tripping over him in the kitchen. He's just waiting for dinner. We don't normally eat in the dining room. It's usually an area where my kids do their schoolwork. But we have it all decorated for the holidays. And we have company, so we are going to enjoy our meal in the dining room. We love starting our meal with a beautiful salad. I've got some olives, some wonton strips, some croutons, and some bread. And we are just starting to boil some pasta for baked ziti. Once your pasta is cooked al dente, strain it and add enough sauce to completely coat it. Add 1 pound of ricotta cheese and mix it into the pasta. Add about half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. Add 4 ounces of shredded mozzarella cheese and mix that in. Add your pasta to a large Pyrex baking dish. Add another 4 ounces of shredded mozzarella cheese on top of the pasta. While our ziti is baking in the oven, our meatballs are ready, and we can transfer them to a serving dish. These are ready to be put on the dinner table. The rest of our main meal has come out of the oven. We have a beautiful baked ziti and wonderful sausage and peppers that everyone is sure to love. After our main meal, our dessert is ready to be served. I always like putting out fruit. My children literally made all of these cookies. My son made that wonderful cake. Those are some cream puffs and some more amazing Christmas cookies. So the next day, we had family coming over again, and we served a traditional Italian antipasto, the marinated mushrooms and roasted red peppers, olives, sliced salami, fresh mozzarella, provolone, prosciutto, mortadella. We really went all out. This is a food tradition that everyone loves. Served along with a fresh salad and some warmed bread. The antipasto just looks so beautiful on the table, and it just makes such a wonderful, beautiful, filling meal. Today's main course includes roasted asparagus with Parmesan, and we have made some raviolis as well. This is my dinner plate, along with a healthy sprinkling of Parmesan cheese. Later for dessert, we had a chocolate cream pie and some of our homemade cookies. I hope this video blessed you, friends. Love and light, and Merry Christmas until next time.